I just turned 94 now, so about 10 when I was flower girl, and man, what a time that was. You know, that was a big deal to me. Just a young kid and going to school, and the festival was a big thing here then. You know, this was a nice quiet town, hardly anything going on. Elkins wasn't filled with a lot of extra things to do, you know. I was the youngest child of 8, and by the time I came along, they didn't have a lot of money to spend on anything, let alone food for all of us. But this turned out to be a wonderful thing, and to get to be flower girl that year. My friends out in Third Ward where I lived, and her friends too, they were kind of proud of us too. That's a real nice picture of Jerry. And you know, we looked a little bit alike, and we were friends all through high school then. We went to the same church. That's how, we were other end of town, but that's how we got to be friends, you know, through the church. Yeah, our gowns were a beautiful color of green. I'll never forget it. And until just the last couple of years, I had kept it. And it was getting it was a light green shade, and it was really pretty. It was not velvet, it was sort of a velveteen. And it was just a sort of a plain dress, and we had pantaloons then. And then of course we had flat shoes that were scratched so that we were gonna fall down coming down the hill, and they were also green. So we thought we looked pretty nice, and I thought we did too. The parade, that was something else. After the coronation, I remember that morning, and it was a beautiful day. Didn't snow or rain, which it has sometimes. There's the float. See, here we are, clear up here in front of everybody. Back there's the Queen. I think they see more of us than they do of her. Maybe not. This is Jerry, and this is me. I think we look a little bit alike, and that turned out to be a nice float, and everybody was happy with it. And look here, we were out. We were out on a street. We would go down a couple blocks and turn right and go down a couple blocks, and we went around the whole neighborhood. We were riding around a good long time for a girl that size. And so I told Jerry, I said, look, I'm going to be glad to get down off of this float. Jerry was really, we were real pals. Even though we lived on two other ends of the town, we went to Sunday school together, and right through high school we were good friends, and we were editors of the high school Tiger yearbook and that kind of thing, and we're still good friends. So that's something nice. It's lasted all these years, and I hope it'll last lots more. And even though we married and had children of our own and the whole thing, it's still there. It was something so nice that it'll never pass away. We had the president one, the president. Now I used to be director of financial aid here at D&E, so the kids kind of liked me because I had money to give out. And I had an office in, I don't know whether it was this building or the other building. Nobody was up here. They all were all wherever the stuff was going on. So I could get a lot of work done then without getting any disturbance. And I'm sitting there working away and have the window open, And I can see down here the place there where the Queen is going to be. The President has a place right over here, all of his own. But there's a knock on the door, and the man said, "Lady, I'm sorry, but you have to leave this room." And I said, "Oh, I can't now. I've got work here to do." And this is an FBI man, and you don't argue with him very long. And I did argue a little bit, but not too long. The story is, I guess, they took the Queen to meet the President, and she, shook hands and said, she said, "I've never met a president before." And she said, "Well, that's good." He said, "I've never met a Queen before." It did keep growing, and that's nice. More people were interested in working for the festival, and you had a bigger crowd. And younger people, which is another nice thing, they really work hard for the festival, and that's nice too. They learn a lot about living with other people and how you can be able to work and get along with another group that maybe isn't exactly your kind of group, and that's a nice thing too. There are a lot of little bitty things that you see crop up when people are doing all this work for each other to make the whole thing nice for everybody. Actually, this is kind of like a homecoming to people, and it's people you haven't seen for a while will come to Elkins that weekend, and that's a nice thing. I hope you get to have a lot more of them. I'm Natalie Barb, and the 8th Mountain State Forest Festival was something to celebrate this year.